I've got really runny nose today. I don't know why.
Have you shaved?
Yeah. Weird that about you. I will just pause. Oh, babe, what do you think that's from?
Shaved, haven't I?
Huh? Racers, are you ready?
It's time for
The Brits!
Hello, and a huge, fabulous welcome to the last episode of the Brit Stop. I'm Nadia Business.
And I'm the twinkle in her eye, Lorna. Look at me, I'm twinkling.
No, that's glitter I've got in my eye, babe. Welcome to episode 10 of the Brit Stop, where we are going to be discussing the grand finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 2. Lorna.
Oh my God.
I mean, this was a fantasy that season 2 would even happen at this point. And here we are discussing the grand finale of it. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overjoyed.
10 weeks of this, darling. 10 weeks of absolute pure joy.
What an incredible season this has been.
Absolutely.
So, you know, through a pandemic as well. I mean, these queens filmed this over the course of 8 months.
So, Nadia, we are coming off the back of that grand semi-final, which saw no eliminations. It was a double save. So, this means this finale is 4 queens. 4 queens in the top 4 finale of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2.
The queens have to do a big choreographed lip sync number.
Bam, bam, ba, ga, 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 ga.
It's a mega challenge. So Ru walks into the workroom this week. The 4 queens, we've got Bimini Boulash, Lawrence Chaney, Ellie Diamond, and Tayce.
Yeah.
And she introduces that, we're going to do this massive choreographed number. And also the queens have to write their own verse to A Little Bit of Love.
Yeah.
The title? I know that in my notes to you this week, I think I just made up the title of RuPaul's song, so sorry about that.
No, it's the runway song, and they usually, you know, the only bit you hear is, can you feel the love?
Did I say it was called Can You Feel the Love? Something from The Lion King. Lawrence looked a little bit worried.
We know that at this point, you know, think back to Rats the Rusical, where Jay Revell, our beloved choreographer for Drag Race Season 2, first appeared onto our screens, and we saw that dancing is not Lawrence's forte.
Nope.
But this is the finale, this is the top 4, and Lawrence rightly says, listen, I'm going to bring it. In the workroom, we see the girls, particularly Lawrence and Ellie, discussing their lyrics.
Yeah.
And Lawrence guiding Ellie to the fact that this is a bad bitch track, not a bitch track. I don't diss the other people in the track. Bring everybody up. I mean, it's about love, you know.
That was an interesting point, actually, because, yes, in the past seasons, and as we all know, Ellie is a massive Drag Race fan. She's of that age where she's grown up with Drag Race, and she knows how it works. And a lot of these verses that queens have written in previous challenges, in previous seasons, American, Canadian, all the rest of it, have had little kind of digs at the other girls, or little kind of, like, boss bitch moments. But I think Lawrence was right, because the essence of it is all about love. So yes, it's focusing on uplifting, and also focus on yourself, not anyone else at this point. This is your moment.
Absolutely. It's not tearing other people down.
So, along with writing up their verses, going into rehearsals for the dance choreo, the queens are also invited to a bit of a kiki tic-tac lunch with Michelle and RuPaul.
Absolutely. This is a chance for the queens to really just express to Ru and Michelle that they are the best ambassador for the show.
Yeah.
Have that one-to-one moment with them and say, listen, I'm the best queen for the job.
Yeah, and what it means to them as well. So a lot of the queens kind of spoke a little about that and how much it'd mean to them, how much it'd mean for their hometowns. You know, these girls, we've got one English queen, we've got 2 Scottish queens and 1 Welsh queen. So they're all doing it for their nations.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take
repeater badges.
One of the standout things that came out of this one-on-ones is that Tayce's dad was in Wham!
Yeah, he was the bass player.
What the hell, Tayce? How do we just know about this?
That is up there as one of the best Tic Tac lunches ever.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get into the choreo rehearsals with gorgeous Jay. So the queens come in and they're actually really thrilled to see Jay. I think they have quite a nice relationship with him. I don't think he's a crack the whip, super strict like Todrick Hall sort of choreographer. The queens seem excited. Tayce is like buzzing, ready to go in her choreo outfit. Bimini's also feeling it. Ellie's feeling really, really confident about it as well. Lawrence Chaney. Now, Lawrence quite rightly said the last time he worked with Jay was it Rats the Rusical? And
it was.
Poor Lawrence ended up crying during those rehearsals and actually having a bit of a breakdown. So, yeah. Interested how this is going to go.
Yes, it's going to be a tricky one for Lawrence, but I think Lawrence was in the mindset of, I'm in the final. And with encouragement from Ellie and Jay, you know, Ellie saying, think about what you would do on stage, like what would come naturally. You know what you'd do. And with a little bit of a push and encouragement, it does come to Lawrence.
And there it was. Lawrence got really into it. So that was nice.
Absolutely. It was a really positive rehearsal.
I was excited coming out of these rehearsals.
So it is a new day. The queens are back in the workroom. They probably just come from rehearsal with Jay and the dancers. Shout out to the dancers, by the way.
Ooh.
I mean...
Poor Lawrence is literally like aching all over, isn't she? She's literally like, my feet are like pins and needles. I am aching all over. But do these girls get a time to chill, relax, have a bath, unwind? No,
This is Drag Race.
It is straight up in the makeup chair, and you've got to get ready. All the girls are having a chat, kind of reminiscing about all their time at Drag Race, and they have that discussion of what was our first impressions of each other.
You know, Tayce and Bimini was saying that they could tell from the moment that Ellie walked in that she knew how to do drag, like she was well put together.
Yeah.
That she could possibly be a threat. They all said when Tayce walked into the room, oh, well, the competition's begun now.
Fierce coming in. I think I'd be the same. If I was in that workroom and Tayce walked in, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, work.
So, Lorna, if you had to choose one look from each of these queens from the past 9 episodes, what would that look be?
Oh my God, that's a tricky question. One of my favourites of Ellie's is actually her Dennis the Menace.
Yes.
Thought it was really fun, quirky, very cute and Ellie, but because it was Dennis the Menace, it was that colour palette was totally different for Ellie.
Yes.
So I loved that. What would be your favourite Ellie look?
So obviously Dennis the Menace for hometown, but I have to give a special shout out for Ellie for that super shiro look, because it was, you know, it didn't look like something she just made. It looked like something that was so well put together.
If we move on to Bimini, oh my God, already discussed this.
Where'd you start?
What a style journey. I think Stoned on the Runway was mega for Bimini. Yeah, I've got to say, I just loved the pastel blue at this Day at the Seaside look. It was just stunning. And that makeup, I just gagged.
I think for me, the one that made my jaw drop will always be the prehistoric amoeba.
Yeah.
It was just so out of the box, so editorial.
So next, Lawrence Chaney. Every look polished from Lawrence, let's be honest. Every single look has been polished and beautiful. My absolute favourite, though, of Lawrence's Gosh, it's difficult. It's between the Macintosh and it is the Monster mashup. Stunning, smart, clever, weird with the face that she molded off her own face.
Yes.
Really cool.
Both of those are incredible looks that Lawrence has brought to the main stage. I will say, however, her Day at the Seaside orange, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Was so fun.
Yeah.
And when she turned around, it says no diving on her bum. I thought it was just that, like I said at the time, it was that wink and nudge that you expect from Lawrence.
Lawrence's drag style is like glamorous, glamour, but fun. Always so much fun. Last but certainly not least, Tayce.
I mean, what she maybe lacked in some of the challenges, she more than made up for on the runway. I don't know how I'm going to pick a look.
I think not only with Tayce with her looks, but actually I think she was probably out of all of them the best at selling her looks, which brings me to my absolute favourite, which I believe was in the prehistoric look, which was her kind of voodoo priestess moment, and it was just amazing, and how she sold it down the runway, it was just gorgeous, and it was something that we haven't seen from Tayce up to that moment.
For me, Tayce's best look for me was the silver kind of gladiator look that she did, which was it was the hair, it was, the body, it was, everything was right. That was episode 8. She's going up against a horror after the comedy challenge. It was just such a beautiful look. Yeah.
She's just a model, darling.
Model.
Let's talk about the main performance.
Oh my God! Lorna.
Yes.
What did you think?
Listen, all those queens turned it out. Starting from the back, they had their own kind of introductions, and they looked fierce. They looked ready to take it on. They had these amazing strobe lights that they just swung around as they came forward. Listen, they were here to slay, okay? They were here to slay. And I think overall they did a good job. Now, did I think that it was like the best kind of finale song piece that we've seen? No. No. However, I do think the queens did a really, really good job.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if you had to pick one person that stood out for their performance on that alone, who would it be?
Tayce.
Absolutely.
Tayce. Full stop. Exclamation point.
Period. Next.
She is not the lip sync assassin for nothing. Her choreo was probably the best choreo. And yes, she is a dancer, so she is going to get the hardest choreo. But did she make it look hard? No. And I loved her verse. She every lip sync. No, hands down, she was the best.
She was jumping in stiletto heels, by the way, in pumps. So, everyone else is in boots, which are laced up. She's like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to have a pump that could fly off my foot at any moment.
What did you think of all the returning queens coming back on the stage?
Lorna, I cried. I full on welled up because it was like, this show has been such a joy in lockdown, And the fact that they managed to pull this off, it was incredible. And to see all the returning queens who have made this season in their own ways so incredible, it was just such a full circle moment.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. It was literally like a family reunion.
Yes.
They all looked stunning. Let's give a special shout out to Joe Black and Ginny Lemon, the naughty school children at the back of the class.
I mean, Ginny's face when she started to turn the wrong way and she like nearly missed the turn. It was just my favourite moment of the whole piece, I've got to say. Let's talk about the top 4 queens final runway. Lorna, up first we have your gal, Bimini Boulash, who is giving us East London Whore Bride. I mean, what did you think?
Oh my God. She is smart as well, because I think, is it right that in a lot of kind of like fashion shows, the bridal look will be the kind of finishing look?
Yes,
of
absolutely.
To show off like so that was smart. She's always got like a nod to fashion. She always is herself, and it's always kind of that East like London look, but she's always got this kind of like nod to fashion. And the corsetry is just beautiful, how it's cinched in. It's like Violet Chachki waist.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Wow. And just having that quirky wig on top.
I love the wig.
It.
I love the wig. The hair for me was one of the favourite moments, because it was that kind of, that wink and a nudge of, oh wait, this might be fashion, but it's Bimini.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
The same with just having the nipples on the bodice as well.
Incredible.
Just make it drag. Well done, Bimini, for kind of saving this till last.
I mean, if you're gonna wear this outfit, you wear it in the finale.
Oh yeah, stunning.
Incredible.
Next to the runway was Ellie Diamond. Wow, and for me, this was a gorgeous dress, but I sort of agreed with the judges when I didn't expect this of Ellie.
This, for me, was not what I pictured Ellie Diamond wearing in the Final 4.
No.
It was beautiful,
Gorgeous.
but I think the judges and the audience all got more Gone with the Wind than her interpretation, which was meant to be Wizard of Oz.
That just dusty pink just suits her so well with the hair. Yeah. The wig is just beautifully coiffed. She looks gorgeous. But yeah, that's the thing, is that we know Ellie absolutely loves the Wizard of Oz, and she really relates to that, and it's something that's really special to her. Yeah. So she wanted to kind of be, Glinda the Good Witch. I don't know, maybe some like sequins or something.
A sequin is one. Sequence is plural?
Yeah, if you think about Glinda's outfit from the film, it's kind of very shiny, glittery netting.
Yes, yeah.
And very much like a fairy princess dress. Next up to the runway is the second of our Scottish queens, is Lawrence Chady, who is giving us Purple Fantasy Drag Race Eleganza. Lorna, thoughts?
I think it's really smart. She is such a smart queen. And this is like, it's a shaping. She's a gown queen. She knows how to wear a gown. And she's made this, or, she's had a hand in making and designing this. She's just so smart with these things. And the best part of it was having her repeater badges on show to let those bitches have it. Great. And I love, she did her makeup, one eyebrow being one color, one being the other. It was just like a whole concept, which we have come to love about Lawrence, is that all her looks are a concept and something a little bit quirky. It was a celebration piece, wasn't it? For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last to the runway is our Welsh queen herself. It's Tayce. Lorna, she's in a bodysuit with ostrich feathers and her signature long-ass weave. What do you think?
Hot to trot. Oh, it's spicy. I think it's so sexy and so Tayce. I think it's gorgeous. And like I think Graham said to her on the runway, I bet you feel $1 million in this, and the way you're holding yourself and presenting it. And Tayce did. She was like, I love it. Now, did I think this was kind of like a finale look? Not so much.
I think it was beautiful. I think Tayce stayed true to herself. Do I think it was finale worthy? No.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're wearing a bodysuit. I'm not saying that every queen has to be in a gown, but you need it to be an incredible statement piece. And if you look at what every other queen is wearing,
so true.
They are all statement pieces.
And with that said, who was your favourite then? Who did you think did the best look on the final runway?
Hands down, Bimini Boulash.
Absolutely. My jaw just hit the ground. And when they had the judges' critiques and they were all lined up, she just was like exquisite. I think all in all, I think Tayce smashed it and was the best in the performance, but yes, Bimini stole the runway look at the end.
So after the judges' critiques and after Untucked, where it was all love, the queens return to the main stage. And by this, I do not just mean the top 4, because we get to see the eliminated queens do a runway one last time, and it is so incredible. Do you have any favourites?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, gosh, these queens, their looks are incredible. My absolute standouts, though, have got to be Astina Mandela, looking absolutely fierce in black and white. And that face, I've missed her. I've missed that face. And my other favourites, Joe Black, theatre, absolutely theatricals, and of course our fashion queen Ahura.
Yes.
Just stunning. What about you, darling?
I completely agree with those, Astina and Ahura. Ahura's the green, the shade of green that she chose.
Beautiful.
But I think we have to give a special shout out to Ginny Lemon, who has, Rue announces that she's about to walk the stage, and she walks straight across, comes back and says, "Oh, sorry, Babs."
I love it. In flats, just owning it. Oh my God. It was just gorgeous to see them, and just what a cast of pure talent. We've got to get to the nitty gritty now. The 4 queens come back and decisions have to be made. And after such a heartfelt kind of speech from each queen previously of why they wanted to be the next drag superstar and speaking to their childlike selves, which is always sweet. It was announced Rue had kind of made his decision, and unfortunately it just wasn't Ellie Diamond's time to be in that final 3. And she was just not ready, perhaps.
She's only 21, and I know we've had winners of seasons who have been the same age over in the US, but I think Ellie has really shown what incredibly talented queen she is this past season. She's come very close to winning a few challenges.
Oh, yeah.
And there's going to be so much more room for her to grow.
Oh, gosh, incredible.
But unfortunately, Rue said, you have to go and see Sister and get the axe.
What was that axe?
Why did she have an axe?
Yes, so that left our top 3 as Bimini Boulash, Lawrence Chaney, and Tayce. Mm-hmm. And they were asked to do the final lip sync of the entire series.
Yes.
And what a corker it was. Elton John, I'm Still Standing. Brilliant!
I'm still standing.
And each of the queens did a very, very different lip sync, I found. Bimini really had a kind of stillness about her. And we haven't seen Bimini lip sync since that first ever episode. And I've got to say, I don't think this song suited her.
No.
I don't think she did as good a job. I felt the song suited Lawrence perfectly. I think she did a really good job. It was quite campy. She brought in her personality, and she was like dancing along. And then you've got Tayce at the end, who's an absolute whirlwind.
I was quite disappointed for Bimini because of the song choice. It wasn't, like you say, it wasn't her, and she kind of disappeared.
The lip sync ended, and there the 3 queens stood waiting to hear who is the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 2. They've got their fellow sisters at the back of the stage. Everyone is clenched.
Lorna, Rue announces that the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 2, the UK's next drag superstar, is... I mean, congratulations to Lawrence Chaney. This has been an incredible season for Lawrence. Like we said, we saw her come out of the gate very, very strong. First queen into the workroom this year. This has been an incredible season for Lawrence. I know there was a lot of support for Bimini Boulash out there. And I don't think by not winning that Bimini has had any disservice done to her. I think she has been given this huge platform, and I'm so excited to see what Bimini does next.
She's gonna do such exciting things. She's a superstar. I mean, we all know how much I absolutely love that queen. From day one, I've been obsessed with her, and my obsession will continue on forever. She is just gorgeous. I did sort of, going into the episode, think she's got this. However, as the episode went on, I thought, no, Lawrence is still in this, I think. And to be fair, on Ellie and Tayce, I do think they sort of acknowledged themselves that they weren't going to win. I think there was some sort of kind of potential acknowledgement of that.
Possibly.
But I just thought, actually, Lawrence might get this. And she did.
Yeah, and Lawrence is a worthy winner. And can we just say as well, Lawrence is the first plus-size winner ever in any Drag Race franchise.
Yes, that is significant. Lawrence is a deserving winner, okay? Yeah. She is going to be an incredible ambassador for Drag Race in the UK. She's a Scottish queen who's won it. She, like you say, she's a plus-size queen to win it, and she's got a heart of gold. She will be incredible, and she, like she said in her kind of reasons why she wanted the crown, was that she wanted to be that escapism. She wants to make people laugh, to entertain them, to be there for all those queer kids who might feel they look a bit odd or they don't fit in, that you can do it.
Absolutely.
Well done, Lawrence. That, bravo.
But Drag Race Season 2 is rightly being called one of the best seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race ever. It has shown British drag to be an incredible force of nature, and I'm so proud. What an incredible season it's been, and what an incredible season of the Brit Stop this has been, Lorna. I mean, you and I have never done anything like this, and I've had the most fun with you.
I've had the best time. This came out of a place of absolute love for Drag Race. We've always talked about it. We've always kikied. We've always had our opinions. And, we've not been able to see each other. We've not been able to see each other in person for months and months and months. It's been a tough year. I couldn't have dreamt for a better way of spending my Saturday mornings with you, darling.
Massive shout out to World of Wonder and BBC Three for producing such an incredible season. We cannot wait for Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Bring it on.
I mean, keep an eye out for more content from us, from Laura and myself at the Brit Stop. Lorna, where can people find you on social media?
Oh my gosh. Well, I am on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. Handles below, hopefully. Dingle, 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 dangle.
We can find me at Nadia Business 92, all lowercase, all one word. 92 obviously is numbers, as you can see here. On Twitter and Instagram. Just, keep an eye out for what's coming, because we don't know. You never know. You might find something you like.
I know. A special shout out and a humongous thank you to producer Joe Bellum. Thank you. We couldn't do this without you.
The show would not exist without producer Joe.
No, so thank you. And thank you to you, our beautiful watchers, listeners, and thank you for engaging with us and just putting up with us.
We've received such amazing responses from the people who have been watching it. So thank you to those who've got in touch with us to say how much you've enjoyed the show and how much you look forward to it. And every Monday night you're turning it on, bang on 7 o'clock.
Thank you.
So that has meant the world to me and my best gal here. Lorna, I think we're done. I'm going to get emotional in a second.
Oh my God. I love you, Nadia. You are the best queen, and I cannot wait to get on Canal Street and have a party with you as soon as we can. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, the hit new single by Lorna Newman, out now.